obstacles throughout. Just be very careful. Please utilize this door only. In case of an emergency, of course, that will be available to you. And we will be offering refreshments inside the caf during intermission time. So enjoy the show. Thank you.
Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Either put up thy sword, or manage you to part these fools with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at thee, coward.
What noise is this? Give me my long sword. I thought I finished. Old Montague is coming, voices his blade in spite of me. Thou villain backward. Hold me not, let me go.
Thou shalt not stir foot to seek a foe.
Rebellious subjects! Enemies to citizens, to wheel old partisans, to part your cankered hate. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, shall go along with me. And Montague, come you this afternoon to know the further pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel new approach? Speak, nephew, you by when it began.
Here were the servants of your adversary and yours, close fighting, ere did I approach. I drew to part them, but in the instant came the fiery Tybalt, with his sword prepared. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more, who fought on part and part, until the prince came, who parted either part.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drove me to walk abroad, where underneath the grove of the sycamore that westward rooteth from the city side, so early walking did I see your son.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew. Lacking portentous must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him.
See where he comes, so please you, step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy by thy stay, to hear true shrift. Come, madame, let's away.
I will indeed, good husband.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But you struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that, which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am in love. Where shall we dine? Oh me, what fray was here? Yet, tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here is much to do with hate, but more with love. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz. I'd rather weep.
Good heart, at what?
Had thy good heart so fresh?
Why, such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast. Love is a smoke raised with the fume of sighs, being purged of fire sparkling in lovers' eyes. What is it else a man is most discreet? A choking gall, a preserving sweet. Farewell, my cuz.
Soft. I will go along, but tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aim so near when I supposed who you love.
Well, in that case you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Diane's wit, and in strong proof of chastity well armed. From love's weak childish vow she lives unharmed.
Then
She'll not stay the siege of loving terms, nor bide the encounter of her sailing eyes, nor ope her lap to saints seducing gold. Oh, she is rich in beauty, only poor, that when she dies, with beauty dies her store.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste?
She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead, live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to call her exquisite and question more. He that is stricken blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
But saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in this world and has not yet seen the change of 14 years.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon merit of those so early made. The earth has swallowed all my hopes but she. She is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I've invited many a guest. Such as I love, and you among the store, one more most welcome makes my number more. I At my poor house, look to behold this night. Earth-treading stars that make dark heaven light. Such comfort as do lusty young men feel, when well-apparelled April on the heel of limping winter treads. Even such delights, among fresh female buds, shall you this night inherit at my house. Here all I'll seek, and like her most, whose merit most shall be. Come, go with me. Go, Sarah, trudge about. Through fair Verona, find those persons out, whose names are written there, and to them say, my house and welcome on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. And I am sent to find those persons whose names are here writ, and can never find what names the writing person hath here writ. I must to the learned in good time. Up there, one fire burns out another's burns. One pain is lessened by another's angers. Take thou some new affection unto thine eye. The red poison in you will die. Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented, and... Good end, good fellow.
God ye got it. I pray, sir, can you read?
I mine own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you have learned it without book, but I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
You say honestly, rest you merry.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Senor Martino and his wife and daughters. The County Asline and his beauteous sisters. Mine Uncle Capulet and his wife and daughters. My fair niece Rosaline. Senor Valentino and his cousin Tybalt. A lively affair, whither should thou attend?
Up
Whither?
to supper, to my house,
Whose house?
my master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
I tell you now without asking that my master is the great rich Capulet, and if you not be of the house of the Montagues, come, crush a cup of wine, rest you merry. At this same ancient feast, Capulet sups, the fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattended eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I'll make thy think thy swan a crow.
When the devout religion of mine eye maintained such falsehood, then turned tears to fires. One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut, you saw her fair, none else being God.
I'll go along, no sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Come. What's lamb? What's ladybird? Oh, God forbid, where is this girl? What's Juliet? How now? Who called? Your mother.
Oh. Madame, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me thou's here our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not 14.
I lay 14 of my teeth, and yet to my teen be it spoken. I have but 4. Oh, she's not yet 14. How long is it now till I must tide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Even a rod of all days in the year. Come Lamb's Eve at night, shall she be 14? Susan and she, God rest our Christian souls, we're of an age, well, Susan is with God, she was too good for me, but as I said, come Lamb's Eve at night, shall she be 14? God mark thee to his grace, thou was the prettiest babe that ever I nursed, and I might live to see thee married once I have my wish.
Married? Married's the very thing I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now made. Thus then in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
Oh, a man, young lady! Lady, such a man! Why, it's all the world, why? Oh, why, he's a man of wax!
Verona summer hath not such a flower.
Oh, nay, he's a flower. In faith, the very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read all the volume of young Paris' face and find delight with there in beauty's pen. Speak briefly. Can you like what Paris is love?
I'll look to like, if looking like can move. But no more deep line dart mine eye, than your consent gives strength to make it fly. Madame, the guests have come, supper served, and you called. My young lady asked for, the nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait. I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county staves.
Go, girl. Seek happy nights to happy days.
What shall we speak we spoke for our speech? Or shall we on without apology?
Yes, let them measure as they will. We'll measure them a measure.
Give me a torch. I am not for this ambling, but being heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead.
You are a lover, barber Cupid's wings. Give me a case for my visage in. Come, none can enter, no sooner in. Let every man betake him to his legs.
I'll be a candle holder, and let wantons light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels. We mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is a fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a little team of atomies athwart men's noses as it lies asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs, the traces of the smallest spider's web. Her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of her maid. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut, made by the jointed squirrel or old grub. Time out mind the fairies' coachmakers, and in this state she gallops nights by night, through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. And sometimes she gallops over a courtier's nose, then dreams he of another benefice. And sometimes comes she with a tight pig's tail, tickling a parson's nose as it lies asleep. Then dreams he of smelling out the suits. And sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches, ambuscados, Spanish blades, of hell-fight bath and deep, and then anon drums in his ear, which he starts and waits, and being thus frightened swears a prayer or two, and sleeps again. This is that very man.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace, thou talkst of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin as the air and more inconstant than the wind. This wind you talk of what blows us from ourselves. Supper is done and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. My mind misgives. Some consequence, yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin this fearful day with this night's revels. And he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sails. On, lusty gentlemen!
Strike! Roll!
Now which of you all will now deny to dance? Welcome, gentlemen. I have seen today that I have worn a mask and to tell a whispering tale in a fair lady's ear. 'Tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. Oh, ho, give woman, put it, girls.
doth enrich the hand of yonder knight.
I know not, sir, but
She doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers make blessed my own hand. With my heart loved till now, I swear at sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This body's going to be a monster. What dares to say covered with an empty face? To flare and scorn at our solemnity?
Why, how now, Kingsman? Why, what's wrong, sir?
Uncle, this is a monster on foe.
Young Romeo,
Tis he that villain Romeo.
content his every color. Let him alone. He dares him like a courtly gentleman. And to say true, Verona brags of him, a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not for the wealth of all the town share my house to him disparagement. So be patient. Take note of him. It is my will. Put off his frown. It ill-being semblance for our peace.
If fits from such a villainous guest, I'll not endure him.
You shall not endure him. What? Goodman boy, I say you shall. Go to. Am I the master here, or you? Go to. You'll make a mutiny among my guests. You'll say cock-a-doodle. You'll be the man.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to, go to. You are a saucy boy, it's so indeed. Be quiet, or. More light, more light. For shame. I'll make you quiet. What? Cheerly, my heart?
Patience perforce and willful color meeting makes my flesh tremble with their willful eating. I shall withdraw, but this intrusion shall, what seemingly sweet, convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with the tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which manly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims do touch, and palm to palm as holy palmers kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not while my prayer's effect I take. Thus, from my lips by yours, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips would trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book. Madam! Madam! Nurse?
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor. Her mother is a lady of the household, and a good lady and a wise and virtuous. I nursed her daughter who you talked withal, and I tell you, if they can lay hold of her, she'll have the cheeks.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear account, my life is to my foe's death.
Romeo, away, be gone. The sport is at its best.
Aye, so I fear, the more is my unrest.
Come hither, nurse. Who was yon gentleman that I danced without?
I believe, my lady, his name was Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. To early see unknown. I know she late.
What's this? What's this?
A rhyme I learned even now. Of what I danced without.
Anon, anon! Come, lift the way, the strangers are all gone.
Romeo! He is what? Not my life hath stolen him to bed. Come, hereat this way, and leave this orchard wall. Call, good Mercutio. Nay, I'll conjure. Romeo, humorous, madman, passion, lover. Appear thou in the likeness of a sight. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Cry but I and me, pronounce but love and dove. Speak to my gods of Venus one fair word, one nickname for her pure flame set in air. Young Adam Cupid, he that shot so trim. When King Carpute to love the beggar maid, he moveth not, he heareth not, he stirreth not. The ape is dead, and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, by her high forehead and scarlet lip, by her straight leg, fine foot, and quivering thigh, and the dennises that your edge should lie, that in thy likeness thou appear to us. Come, he hath hid himself amongst these trees, to be consorted with the humorous night. Romeo, good night. I'll to my chuckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go? Go, for 'tis in vain. To seek him here means not to be found.
You jested skies that never felt the moon. What soft? What light the yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I shall answer it. I am too bold. It is not to me she speaks. To the fairest stars in all heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle brightly in their spheres until they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth the land. And her eyes would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. Oh, see how she lays her cheek upon her hand. That I were a glove upon that hand. Oh, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, laugh art thou, Romeo. Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love and I'll no longer be a Catholic.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
It is thy name which is my enemy, though thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It's nor hand, What's her name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection to which he owes without that title. O Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth will I never be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest upon my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I have written, I would tear the word.
My ears have yet not drunken 100 words of that tongue's utterance. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo? And not you?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb. The place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find me here.
And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush be painted my cheek, for thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell upon form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thee word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false, a lover's perjuries, they say Jove laughs.
Lady,
O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown be perverse and say thee nay so thou wilt woo. But else, not in the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond. Therefore thou may think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that are more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess. But that thou overhearest, ere I was aware, my true love's passion, therefore pardon me. Do not impute this yielding to light love, but the dark night hath so discovered.
oh, by yonder blessed moon I swear, that tips the silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear. Or, if thou wilt, swear to thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
I take thee at thy word.
Well, do not swear. Although I join thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. Too like the lightning which ceased off to be, as one can say. It lightens. Sweet. Good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may be a beauteous flower when we next meet. Good night. Good night. As sweet repose and rest, come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Or wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vows for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou did request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee. And yet I wish for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have for both are infinite.
Lady Juliet!
I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul. Oh, blessed, blessed night. Being a night, all this is but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If thy mental love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow. By one that hath occurred to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all thy fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Madam! I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee. Madam! By and by I come, to seize thy sweet and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst, want thy light. Love goes toward love, the schoolboys from their books. But love from love, toward school with heavy looks.
Hist! Romeo! Hist!
It's
Oh,
my
there's a bell in his voice. To lure this tassel gentle back again. Romeo!
It's my soul that calls upon my name.
Rose!
My dear,
I must go tomorrow till I send you.
the hour of 9.
I will not bear. It's 20 years to then. I forgot why to call you back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have you still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I shall stay to have thee still forget, forgetting any other poem but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, yet no further than a wanton's bird, that lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks its way back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting with such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night, till it is tomorrow.
Sleep fall upon thine eyes, and peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave and my dear half to tell.
The gray-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now ere the sun advance its burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry. I must upfill this austere cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in herbs, plants, stones, in their true qualities. For not so vile that on the earth doth live, but to the earth some special good doth give. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath resonance and medicine power. Two such opposed kings encamp them still, and man as well as herbs, grace and rude will.
Good morrow, father.
Benedicte, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head, so soon to be tomorrow to thy bed. Or if not so, then here I eat its right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last was true, the sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
Rosaline, my ghostly father, no. I forgot that name, and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee ere thou askest me again. I've been feasting with mine enemy, whereon a sudden one hath wounded me. That's by me wounded both thy remedies. Within thy help and holy physic lie.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, hers is set on mine. Save what thou must combine, all thou must combine by holy marriage. This I pray that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies, not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. And art thou changed? Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidest me off for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not loving, pupil mine.
I pray thee, chide not. For whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well. Thy love did read by rote and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be, that this alliance may so happy prove, to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence, I stand on sudden hate.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Torments him so that he is sure to run mad. Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that's made right may answer a letter.
Nay, Romeo will answer the letter's master. How he dares, being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Stabbed with the white wench's black eye, the very pin of his heart plucked through the blind bow boy's butt shaft. And he is a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than the prince of cats, I can tell you. Oh, he is courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing, pert song, keeps time, distance, and proportion. Rest me 1, 2, and a third in your bosom, a duelist, a duelist.
Here comes Romeo! Here comes Romeo!
Without
to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
There's slip, sir. There's slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio, my business is great. And in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
A sail, a sail. A shirt and a sock. Peter, anon.
My fan, Peter.
Good Peter, to wider fates for the fans of our fair face.
God ye good morrow, gentlemen.
God ye good and fair gentlewoman.
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
Romeo?
I can tell thee, I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some consignments with you.
She will indict him to some supper.
Romeo, will you come to your father's and we'll do dinner thither?
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Lady, lady.
Mary, farewell! I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was this that was so full with his roguery?
A gentleman, good nurse, who loves to hear himself talk. He shall speak more in a minute than he shall stand to in a month.
And I speak anything against me, I'll take him down. And I will lustier than he is, and 20 such jacks. And if I cannot, I'll find those that shall. Now, afore God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy day! Now, as I told you, my young lady bade me inquire you out. What she bade me say, I shall keep to myself. But first, let me tell ye, if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say, for the gentlewoman is young.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. I protest unto thee.
Oh, but I don't think to tell her as much. My God, you be a terrible woman.
Nurse, what wilt thou tell her? Thou markst me not.
Well, I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a very gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon. There she shall, at Friar Lawrence's cell, be shrived and married. Here is for thy pains.
No, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir, well, she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind thee at the wall. Within this hour my man shall be with thee. And bring thee cords built like a tackled stair, which to the high-top gallant of my joy. Thou must be my convoy in the secret night. Farewell, be trusty, and I'll quit thy pains. Farewell, commend me to thy mistress.
Peter!
Anon.
Peter, take my fan and go before.
Yes, ma'am.
Now hurry along.
Not so. Oh, she's lame. Love's herald should be thought, but is 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams. Now the sun's upon the high road till of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours. Yet she not come. Had she affections and warmed youthful blood, her words abandoned her to my sweet love, and haste to me. Oh God, she comes. Now, nurse, let me loose. Him. Send my man away.
Peter, stay dead.
Yes, ma'am. Now, nurse. Oh, Lord, why thou look sad? Thou news be sad, yet tell them merrily.
I'm a-weary. Give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache. Oh, what a chance have I had?
I would hask my bones and I thy news. Nay, I come. Good nurse. Speak.
Haste in what haste? Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I'm out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo, no, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, yet his leg excels all man's, and for a hand and a foot and a body, though they not to be talked on, yet thou art past compare. He is not a flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench. Serve God. What? Have you dined at home?
No.
It beats as though it fall into 20 pieces. Oh, my back! Oh, my back! Be sure you're hot for sending me about. To catch my death with jaunting up and down.
Ill fate. I am sorry that thou art not well. Sweet, sweet, sweet nurse. What says Romeo?
Well, your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous and a kind and a handsome, and I want a virtuous. Oh, where is your mother?
Where is my mother?
Yes.
Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou impliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
Oh, God's lady dear, is this the poultice for my aching bones?
Here's such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Well, have you got leave to go to shift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now comes the wanted blood up in your cheeks. There'll be a scarlet streak at any news. Hie you to the cell. I must another way, to fetch a ladder by the which your love must climb a bird's nest, soon when it is dark. I am the drudge and toil in your delight, but you should bear the burden sin at night. Go, out to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Honest nurse, farewell.
That after hours in sorrow, shy us not. Amen, what come what sorrow can. First do not countervail the exchange of joy that one minute gives me in her sight. Thou must close our hands with holy words, and let love-devouring death do what he dare. It is enough that I may call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die. Therefore love moderately, long love doth so. Too swift to rise, as tardy as too slow. Ah, but here comes the lady, oh so light of foot. There we're out to every night. Come.
Good evening to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else is his thanks too much.
Ah, Juliet, the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, that sweeten with thy breathless neighbor air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both of us receive in either by this dear encounter.
They are but pilgrims that can count their worth. But my love has grown to such excess that I cannot sum up some of half my wealth.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate 2 in 1.
The day is hot, the capital is abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape abroad. Thou art like one of those fellows, that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God, send me no need of thee, and by the second cup draws it on the jar, and indeed there is no need. Am I right, such a fellow? Come, thou wast hard as a jack and then lived in Italy, and I was so apt to quarrel as thou art. Any man should get a fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter. The fee simple, oh simple. By my hand, here comes the Capulets. By my hail, I care not.
Follow me close, for I shall speak with one of them. Gentlemen, good den, a word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us, Capulets and something, make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me more than apt to that, sir, and you shall give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortst with Romeo.
Consort, what dost thou make us minstrels, and thou make minstrels of us? Look to win nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick, here's that shall make you dance, zounds, consort. We talk here in a public haunt of men. Either withdraw unto some private place, and reason coldly with your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us. Men's eyes make to look and let them gaze, but thou not fudge for no man's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
Thou be hanged if he were delivered.
Romeo, the hate I bear for thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth much excuse the apprehending rage in such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore, farewell, I see thou knowest me not. And so, good Capulet, whose name I tender, is dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, come to son robust submission. I will stick on to carry his story. Tybalt, you racket, we walk.
What wouldst thou have with me?
Goods king of cats, nothing but one of ye 9 lives. Will you pluck your sword out of this filter by the ears, or let my sword be about your ears, or it be out?
I am for you.
Come, sir, you shadow.
Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Hold Tybalt, good Mercutio.
I am hurt. Like a bolt your house as I am sped. Is he gone and hath nothing? What? I got hurt. I scratched man. 'Tis enough. Where is my page? Go, villain. Fetch a surgeon.
Hurt, man, the hurt cannot be much.
Not 'tis so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. But 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. Oh, I am peppered. I wander for this world. A dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, scratch a man to death. A braggart, a rogue, a villain, that's fight by the book of arithmetic. Why didn't tell me you came between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Benvolio, help me into some house or I shall faint. They make worms reach out of me, and sell me to your house's eye.
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got his mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my kinsman.
Romeo! Romeo! Brave Mercutio's dead! The gallant spirit hath discovered from the clouds, which too untimely did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe that others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
Alive and in triumph in Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respected lenity, and let fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again for the late thou givest me. For Mercutio souls but a little way above our heads, waiting for thine to join him. Either thou or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort him here, shall with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo! When have you gone? The citizens run, Tybalt slain. Stand there not amazed. The prince will do my death if thou art taken. Hence be gone away!
Oh, I am fortune's fool!
Gallop apace, you fire-footed steeds. 'Twas famous as not in such a Wagner, as Phaeton will whip you to the west and bringing cloudy night immediately. Spread thy close curtain long before the night, and Romeo leap to his arms and talk with him unseen. Lovers can do their amorous rites by their own beauties. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night whiter than the new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him into little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with the night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, I have but the mansion of love, though not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed it. So tedious is this day, as the night before some festival, to a child that hath new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse. Now, nurse, what news? What hast thou there? The cords that Romeo
lady, we are undone. Alack the day, he's gone. He's killed, he's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, no, heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Whoever would have thought it? Romeo.
What devil art thou that torment me thus? This torture shall be more than dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself? Say but thou I. If he be slain, say I have not known. Brief sounds determine my weal or woe.
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes. God save the mark here on his manly breast. A piteous corse. Bloody, piteous corse. Pale, pale as ashes. All bedubbed in blood, and all in gore blood. I swooned at the sight.
Oh, break my heart. Oh, bankrupt, break it once. To prison eyes, ne'er look on liberty.
Oh, Tybalt! Tybalt, the best friend I ever had! Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that I ever would live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt dead?
Tybalt's gone and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh, God. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, it did. Alas, the day it did.
O serpent hearted with a flowering face, what hast thou to do in hell when thou didst devour the spirit of a fiend? In mortal paradise is such sweet flesh. Was ever a book containing such vile matter so fairly bound?
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers. Shame comes to Romeo.
Lifted be thy tongue from such a wish, for upon whose brow shame is ashamed to sit. For 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned, so monarch of the universal earth. What a beast I was to chide at him.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Ah, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name? When I, 3 hours' wife, have mangled it. My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt dead that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort, wherefore weep I then. But with a rare word following Tybalt's death, Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure bound. In that word's death, to no woe can sound. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. We will go to them. I will bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears, for mine shall be spent. When theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. Come, nurse, all to my wedding bed, and death not Romeo take my maiden head.
Hie you to your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo should be here at night. Go, I'll to him. He is hid at Lawrence's cell.
Oh, sweet nurse, give this ring to my true knight, and bid him to take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art white as calamity.
Father, what news? What less than doom saves the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Ha! Banishment? Be merciful, say death, for exile hath more terror in his look. Much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, and hell itself. And banishment is death mistermed. Calling death banishment, thou cuttest off my head with a golden axe and smiles upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness, thy fault our law calls death. But the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law, and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
Thou canst not speak of what thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet, with thy love. Doting like me, and like me banished, thou mightst speak, and thou mightst fall to the ground as I do now, to the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, why not? Did Romeo hide thyself?
Not I.
Hark, how they knock, who's there? Romeo, rise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while, stand up, run to my study, by and by God's will. What simpleness is this? I come, I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in, and you shall know my errand.
I
Welcome then.
Oh, holy friar, tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case. Just in her case. Even so lies she, blubbering and weeping. Weeping and blubbering. Stand up. Stand up and you be a man.
Nurse,
For Juliet's sake. For her sake. Rise and stand.
nurse,
Ah, sir, well. Death's the end of all.
thou speakst of Juliet. How's with her?
Oh, she but weeps and weeps and falls on a bed and then starts up. And Tybalt calls and then on Romeo cries. And then down falls again.
Tell me, friar, in what part of this vile anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me so that I may sack the hateful mansion.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness, thy fault our law calls death. But the kind prince taking thy part hath rushed aside the law and turned that black of death to banishment. Thy tears are womanish, thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. Hast thou slain Tybalt, wilt thou slay thyself, and slay thy lady too that lives in thee by doom day of hate upon thyself? What rouse thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy too. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings lights upon thy back. Go get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, hence and comfort her. But look, thou stay not till the watch be set. For then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call ye back with 20,100,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady.
Yes, sir.
Romeo is coming.
That a joy past joy calls out to me. It is a grief so brief to part with thee.
Things have gone now so enough that we have had no time to do our daughter. Look you, she loves her kinsman Tybalt dearly. And so did I. Well, we were born to die. It's very late. She'll not come down tonight.
These times of war for no time to rule. Madame, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's kneed up to her heaviness.
Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her of my son Paris's love. And bid her mark you me on Wednesdays next. But soft, what day is it?
Monday, mother.
Monday, haha, well, Wednesday is too soon then. Oh, Thursday, be it then, no Thursday. Tell her, she shall be married to this noble earl. But what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I will that Thursday or tomorrow.
Well, get you gone, oh, Thursday, be it then. Wife, go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare her, wife, for this wedding day.
I go.
Farewell, my lord, good night.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, no nightingale. Look, love, what envy's streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and Jacques Condé stands tiptoe on the misty mountaintops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight. I know it I. It is some meteor that the sun exhales. To be to thee a torchbearer this night, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet. Thou needest not be gone.
But let me be ta'en. Let me be put to death. I am content so thou wilt have it so. I'll say yon gray is not the morning's eye, nor is that the lark whose notes do beat the vaulty heaven high above our heads. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. House of my soul, let's talk. 'Tis not day.
It is! High heads, away be gone! It is the lark that sings so out of tune. Away be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light grows, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam! Nurse!
Madam, your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
Then window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, one kiss and I'll descend.
1,000 years ere I again behold my Romeo. Oh, fortune.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Who is it who calls? Is it my lady mother?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madame, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears?
Yet let me weep for feeling such a loss.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death, as that the traitor murderer lives.
And from the reach of these my hands would none but I avenge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it, fear thou not. But first I bring you joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such needy times. What art there to beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child. One who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, that thou expectest not, no, I look it not for.
In happy time, madam. What day is that?
Marry. Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn. The gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the county Paris, at St. Peter's Church, will happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now, by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he will not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder in this haste that I must be wed, and my husband be comes to woo. Tell my lord and my father, madame, that I will not wed. And when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than marry Paris. These are deep.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself.
When the sun sets, the air doth drizzle dew. But for the sunset of my brother's son, it rains downright. How now? Evermore showering? How now, wife, have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you our thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft! Take me with you! Take me with you, wife! Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud I can never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate. That is much love.
How now, chuck logic. What is this? Proud and I thank you and I thank you not, and yet not proud, Mistress Million. You thank me no thanking, nor proud me no proud, but fatal your fine joints against Thursday's next. To go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I'll drag thee on a hurdle thither.
Fie, what? Are you mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang the young baggage, disobedient wretch. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch. Out on her, Hilding.
God in heaven bless her! You are to blame, my lord, to rate her soul.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue, good Prudence. Smatter with your gossips, go!
I speak no treason.
Oh, good to go!
You are too hot.
God's spring. It makes me mad. Day, night, hour, time, work, play, alone, in company. Still my care hath been to have her matched. And having now provided a man of noble parentage, of vague menses, youthful and nobly trained, proportions as once thought would wish a man, and that wretched, purely to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I beg you pardon me, and you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you should not house with me, and you be mine, I'll give you to my friend, and you be not mine, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or, if you do not, make my bridal bed in the dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh, God. Oh, nurse. How shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth. My faith in heaven. Comfort me. Counsel me. Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished and all the world to nothing. Then he dares never to come back to challenge you. Then, since the case so stands and now it doth, I think it best you marry with the county. No, oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a disclout to him. You strew my very heart. For I think you are happy in the second match. But he stirs you first. as living here and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
From my soul to ever shew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in. Tell my lady mother I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence's cell, to make confession and be absolved.
Marry I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation, O most wicked fiend! That in all things have me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord, and with that same tongue which she hath praised with above compare, so many thousand times? Go, counselor, thus in my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll surprise to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have the power to die.
Yes, sir? Say you cannot know that lady mine, even as the court. I do not.
The orderly shriek for Tickle's death, and therefore have a little talk with love. Rowena smiles not a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much sway. And in his wisdom haste our marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears. Now, do you know the reason of his haste?
Look, sir, here comes the lady towards myself.
Happily met, my lady and my wife. That may be, sir, when I shall be one. That maybe must be love on Thursday next. What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come to make thy confession to this father? To answer that, I must confess to you. Do not deny to him that you love me. I will confess to you that I love him. Are you at leisure now, Holy Father, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter now. My lord, we must entreat this time alone.
God shield us should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday next, early will I rouse thee. Till then adieu, and keep this holy kiss. Oh, shut the door! And when thou hast done so, come, weep with me. Hast hope, hast care, hast help.
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Oh, tell me not, bride, that thou heardst of this, unless thou may tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst do no help, do but call my resolution wise, and with this knife I'll help it presently. God join my heart and Romeo's, ere our hands, and ere this hand by thee to Romeo sealed, shall be the label to another deed. Turn to another, or my true heart with treacherous revolt. Give me some present counsel, or twixt my extremes and me this bloody knife shall play the umpire. Arbitrating that which the commission of thy years and art could you know true honor bring. Be not so long to speak, for I long to die. What thou speakest, speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution, as that is desperate which we would prevent.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris, from off the battlements of yonder tower, and bid me go into a new-made grave, and lie with the dead man in a shroud. And all this I'll do without fear or doubt, to live an unsustained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be married, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Take thou this vial being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou oft. When presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep his native progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thy livest. Thy roses in thy lips and cheeks shall bade to pay the ashes. Thy eyes' windows fall, like death when he shuts up the day of life. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered on the bier, thou shalt be born to the same ancient vault, where all the kindred of Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, and hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking. In that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from this present shame, if no inconsistent toy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Oh, give me, tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength the help of all. Farewell, dear father. Those are times I guessed. But I pray you, nurse, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to make the state of heaven shine upon my state, which you know is cross and full of hate.
What, are you busy, Ho? Need you my help?
No, I pray you, let the nurse this night stop with you.
Come, nurse. Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows we shall meet again. The faint, cold fear thrills through my veins. It almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort you. Nurse! What shall she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. One vial. What if this mixture does not work at all? Shall I then be wed tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid. What if it be a poison which the friar such they hath ministered? Lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is. And yet, methinks it should not, for he hath still betrayed a holy man. How if, when I am laid in the tomb, I wait before the time that Romeo comes to redeem? Shall I then be stifled in the vault and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or, if I live, is not very well life, the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of the place, as in a vault, where for many hundred years the bones of my very ancestors are packed, and bloody Tybalt, though green and earth lies festering in a shroud, where, as some say, at night spirits resort. Alack, alack, it is not like that high. So early and waking with loathsome smell, and shrieks like mandrakes torn out of the earth. The living mortals hearing them run mad. Oh, when I wake, shall I not be distraught and blind with all these hideous fears? And madly play with my forefathers' joys, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud. And in this rage, with some great kinsman's bones, as in a club, dash out of my desperate brains. Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo, that did spit his body upon Rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt! Stay! Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's Lord sits lightly upon his throne, and all day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me high above the ground with cheerful thoughts. News from Verona! How now, Balthazar? Dost thou have no letters from the friar? Is my father well? How is my lady? This I ask again, for if she be well, nothing can be ill.
And she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps at Keppel's monument, and her immortal parts with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently propose to tell it you.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars! Thou knowest my lodging. Go, fetch ink and paper, and hire post horses. Hast thou no letters from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter, get thee gone and do the thing I bid thee do. Get those horses, I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. Noting this pendurate to myself, I said, and if a man need poison now, here lives a cat of wretch who would sell it here. As I remember, this is the shop. Being holiday, the baker's shop is shut. What, ho, apothecary?
Who calls so loud?
Give me a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear will disperse itself through the veins that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
What art thou so bare and full of wretchedness? The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it and take this.
It is my poverty, but not my will that consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
Here's thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls than those compounds thou mayest not sell. I sold thee poison, but thou gavest me none. Go, get thyself in flesh to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. One says Romeo, or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out one of our order to associate me. Here in the city, visiting the sick and finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bare my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again, so fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune. By my brother Friar John, go hence. Get me an iron crow and bring it straight unto my cell.
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hours will fare Juliet's wake. But I will write again to Mantua and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Do as I bid thee go. I am almost afraid to stand alone here in the kirkyard. Yet I will venture.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. O woe thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do. O wanting that with tears dissolve thy moans, the obsequies that I for thee will keep, nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. The boy gives warning, something doth approach, but cursed foot wanders this way tonight, to cross my obsequies and true love's right. What? A torch? Night, muffle me a while.
Give me that magic the wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter. Early in morn set against my lord and father. Therefore, go hence. But if thou jealous returns to pride, by heaven I'll tear thee limb from limb and stew thy bones around this hungry churchyard.
Then I'll be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
Since thou showest me friendship, here, take this. Live, be prosperous. Farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide me here, but his looks I fear, his intents I know.
This womb of death goes with the dearest morsel of earth. I must enforce thy jaws to open and cram thee with more food.
This is that banished haughty Montague that murdered my love's cousin. Stop thy unhallowed to it, wild Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
Indeed I must. Therefore I came hence. Leave, be gone. Gentle youth tempts on a desperate man. Go hence, think of thee as gone, and say it was a madman's mercy that bade thee run away.
I do defy conjurations and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me, then have at thee, boy.
I am slain. If thou be merciful, open thy tomb and lay me with Juliet.
In faith, I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, the noble County Paris. What said my man when my betossed soul did not attend as we rode? I think he said that Paris should have married Juliet. Ah, Juliet. Death has sucked the honey of thy breath, yet hath no power upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered, beauty's ensign yet. Tybalt, thy body lie beneath this bloody sheet. Forgive me, cousin. Depart again. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of many spacious stars. From this world very flesh, eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace, and lips, will you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss. Thus I drink to thee. True apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
St. Francis be my speed. How often under my old feet stumbled and grazed. Who's there?
He was one a friend and one that knows you well.
Bless be upon me. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yonder raining lends his light?
So holy, sir. And there's my master, one that you love.
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hast thou been there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the ball.
Oh, I dare not, sir. My master knows not that I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I did stay so long as the tent.
Stay there, I will go alone. Fear comes upon me, oh much fear. Some ill, unlucky thing.
As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master in another plot, and that my master slew him.
Romeo! Alack, alack! What blood is this which stained the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these matchless and gory swords to lie discolored by this place of peace? Romeo, oh pale. What? Who else? Paris too? And steeped in blood. Oh, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady stirs.
You're comfortable, sire. I remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is Romeo? Where is my love?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from thy nest of death and cage in natural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, in Paris too. I'll dispose thee among the sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare stay no longer.
Go, get thee hence.
I dare stay no longer.
What's here? A cup enclosed in my true love's hands. Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. Oh, child, drank all, left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Perhaps some poison doth hang on. Thy lips are warm.
Thee, boy, which way?